Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. Besties, in today's video, I am going to be sharing all the makeup products that I have been loving in the year of 2023. I felt like now would be the perfect time to film this video since we are wrapping up this year and it's coming to an end. It's crazy. This year went by so fast. In this video, I would share all my favorites that I love this year. So comment below right now on this video and tell me what were your favorite makeup products this year. I would love to know. With that being said, let's get started on today's video. Okay, so kind of going in order of how I would do my makeup, starting with primer. I have two primers that I absolutely loved this year. First one is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Absolutely love this primer so much. I bought it like several times this year. This primer is such a good base for your makeup. It really makes your makeup go on smooth and flawless. I feel like this primer is really good if you have more oily skin, you're new to makeup, or you're just getting started. This would be the perfect primer to pick up. A little bit of this goes such a long way. So yeah, I love this e.l.f. Putty Primer. And my other favorite primer that I love is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This was my holy grail primer for this year. I love this so much. I use this almost every day. It's also definitely a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I always used to use that one all the time. That was like my favorite go-to makeup primer. Once they came out with the e.l.f. one for probably half the price, I switched over to this one and it performs just as well as the Milk Primer. Actually, a lot of foundations that I love from high-end to drugstore, but this year I really found that I was using a lot of skin tints, narrowing down my makeup routine and making it more simple and natural looking. So I actually tried so many different skin tints this year, but I narrowed it down to two of my top favorites. First one is the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. To me, the skin tint has a little more of medium coverage. It's such a perfect everyday base for your makeup. Also very easy to use. I found that this one did a really nice job at blending out with a brush, and then I just kind of went over it with a beauty sponge after. I actually find the formula of this really similar to a foundation, but more on the lightweight side. Then a recent find that I just discovered and fell absolutely in love with. This is the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint, and this one totally took me by surprise. Before this one came out, I was actually using the L'Oreal Skin Tint, and I love that one so much. The only thing with that one is that the shade range is a little bit off for my skin tone. So for that reason, I kind of stopped using it, but I really did love the formula of that one. It looks beautiful and so natural on the skin. To me, it looks a little more radiant and glowy on the skin. Also, I am obsessed with glass packaging, so immediately I fell in love. This Maybelline one is kind of a dupe for this one. So if you're looking for a little bit more of an affordable alternative, try this Maybelline one. Also, again, if you're a beginner at makeup or you just like a more natural look, this is definitely for you. Moving on to concealer, I just narrowed it down to one concealer. I was thinking if there's one that I could use all year round, which one would it be? And that was the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. First of all, this is such a great affordable concealer. It provides a really beautiful full coverage to your skin while also giving it that hydrating glowy look. I love how it has that nice big doe foot applicator, so you can really go in. Overall, I feel like this is just your perfect everyday concealer, and again, it goes really well with any foundation or skin tint, so I love this one. Now for setting powders, there were two that I absolutely loved using this year. One of them is a loose powder and the other one is a pressed powder. First one is the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. This powder does such a good job at setting my makeup, making it look really smooth and airbrushed. Also not messy compared to a loose powder, so that's one thing I also really like about this. This is actually a mini size because I just recently tried it and I absolutely fell in love with this powder. It just gives you that airbrushed look. I have no idea what it's infused with, but there's something in there that just makes your makeup look so flawless. Once I run out of this mini one, I will definitely be going back and getting a full size. And then the second powder that I loved this year was the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I have found that this is one of the most lightweight, natural looking setting powders. It's a very finely milled powder, so it doesn't look cakey or anything like that. Probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite drugstore setting powder. Moving on to brows, I didn't really try a lot of new products this year. My brows, I just love something that's going to give a natural finish. This year I've actually been loving this Rare Beauty brow duo, and this one is actually a brow pomade. I believe this one comes with a brow pomade and then a brow powder. I don't really use the brow powder, I really just go for the pomade. The thing I really love about this one is that even though it's a pomade, it's still really natural looking, so you can really build up how much you want to fill in your brows. Also comes with a little side brush, which is really cool too. And if you take off the cap part of the brush, it comes with a spoolie, so it's a really kind of a 3-in-1 product. Another thing I really love is that it lasts such a long time. I've probably repurchased this twice this year. I know there's a ton of good brow products out there, but I really just narrowed it down to this one because I felt like for everyday brows, it's just so easy to use. I actually found this recently. This is the e.l.f. Soap Brow, a little soap bar on the inside, and what you do is you get your spoolie wet and then you go over it with the soap, and then once you set it into your brows, it looks super natural and it just kind of lifts your brows nicely and gives that feathered kind of look. I love this product for setting my brows. Okay, moving on to contour and bronzer. With this category, I didn't really try a whole lot of new products this year. I really stuck with the staples that I love, but I'm still going to give them a mention. Contour, I love the Fenty Sticks contour. I have the shade Amber. I'm obsessed with the shade of this one. I love how it's more on the cool tone side, so if you're a fair skin girly like I am, you will love this one. Also love how easy this one is to apply and to blend out. It blends out really nicely. Love it. I used it all year and I'm kind of running out on it, so I might try a different product, but this one is just a staple and super easy to use. I love the Fenty Beauty bronzer. This is their Sun Stalker bronzer. I'm in the shade number 1 Into Sun. Me being fair-skinned, I definitely struggle with bronzers because a lot of them tend to be more on the warm side and they look a little too orange on my skin. So if I ever get a chance to find a product that's more neutral and cool toned, I definitely go after that. Now with these bronzers, they have a beautiful shade range as well, so you're pretty much bound to find the perfect bronzer for your skin tone. I definitely want to branch out and try other bronzers, but I just love this one. I always go back to this one. Okay, moving on to one of my favorite categories of makeup, and that is blush. I love anything from powder blushes to stick blushes, cream blushes, liquid blushes, gel blushes. I love them all. It's definitely a hard category because I have tried so many of them. I really narrowed it down to 2 of my favorites that I loved this year. First one being the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blushes. I talked about these in several of my other videos. I love them so much. To me, these perform just as good as a high-end product. I actually have several colors in these blushes, but the one I picked out for this video was Belize. Just a really pretty peachy pink color. Such a nice kind of golden undertone shimmer in it. It's such a pretty natural blush. Same time, you can really build up how much color you want. It is so cute. It's actually a mini Rare Beauty blush, and this one is in the shade Hope. Such a pretty neutral pink tone color. One dot of this goes such a long way. It'll really hold like all day. We're almost done with this video. I have 2 more categories left. One is mascara and then lips. For mascara, there are 2 that I really loved and used all year. The first one is the Maybelline Sky High mascara. I would probably say this has to be my favorite mascara of this year. I love how the wand is that thinner tube wand, so it goes on really natural and you can really get in there with your lashes, build up the length and the volume. And the other mascara that I loved was the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. It has that really nice hourglass shaped wand. I find that this curls my lashes really nicely. I don't really have to go in with like a lash curler or anything. And yeah, I really feel like this one performs like a high-end mascara. This one can really go in and make my lashes look full and almost like fake lashes, I would have to say. Okay, before I go into the last category of lips, I totally forgot about setting spray. So again, with setting sprays, I use a lot of different ones, but it came down to the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. One, to me, performs like a high-end setting spray. A really nice fine mist when you spray it, so it doesn't have any water droplets and it will apply evenly to your face. I'm using this one in between products. Concealer, I'll go in with the setting mist and then I'll blend out the concealer and then I'll set it after powder. I'll top off all my makeup and set it again. I did go through this one really fast, but I obviously loved it. So just wanted to give a shout out to the setting mist. Finally, we have the last category, which is lip products. If I could only use one makeup product for the rest of my life, it would have to be lip gloss, lip oils, anything like that. I honestly don't know if these are technically lip balms or lip glosses, but anyways, I loved these Tarte Maracuja lip products. I have the shade Rose and the shade Grapefruit. I'd say the Rose shade was my favorite one. This is really cool toned pink, kind of more on the mauve-y side. And then the Grapefruit color is really pretty as well. It has a more peachy pink finish. Little push button on the bottom so you can keep using more product. They're just so easy to apply. These do have a pretty good amount of color pigment to them. I have to reapply them throughout the day, but they're just super easy to apply and they look really pretty. I love their color range in these. I know Tarte also has lip creams now in these and those have a lot more pigment to them. So if you're looking for that, I definitely would try those. And they also have the plumping ones if you want that as well. I've really been enjoying these ones and I want to try more shades. So yeah, love these. I fell in love with this product this year. This is actually a new release. This is the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oils. I really love these. I have every single color, but I broke it down to my top 2 favorite colors. If you're gonna go and get this lip oil, I would definitely pick up these 2 shades. So I have Honey Talks, which is a more neutral color. It's more on the pinkish brown toned side. Really pretty. And then I also have Rose Envy, and this one is just a gorgeous rosy pink color. Honestly, this shade would look good on anybody with any skin tone. A lot of people were saying that these are a dupe for the Dior lip oils, which I'm not too sure because I haven't used the Dior ones. I would definitely give them a try if you haven't already. They have a very subtle mint smell to them. These don't have a lot of pigment to them, but they just make your lips look really healthy and glowy with a really pretty subtle color. And I had to save this one for last because this honestly is probably my favorite lip product of the entire year. This is the Summer Fridays Butter Lip Balm, and we all know this is super hyped. I have the shade Vanilla Beige. This is such a beautiful neutral tone shade. It's such a pretty neutral natural color on the lips. I love the smell of it. It kind of smells like cake batter to me. I don't know what it is about this lip balm. I think it's the packaging that sells me, to be honest, but I just love it so much. Natural looking, super easy to apply, and it just goes great for like your everyday lip product. I want to try the pink sugar one and the brown sugar one, but so far I love this vanilla beige one and I will definitely be going back to repurchase this. So yeah guys, that concludes all my favorite makeup products of 2023 in every category. I hope you liked this video, and again, be sure to comment below what have been your favorite products of this year. And yeah, thank you so much again, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye!